Hi, good morning everyone. This is Naeem Aslam, the Chief Market Analyst from AvaCapital Markets. Today we are doing analysis on gold and we have a daily time frame, and I have not changed any of these trend lines as usual. We wanted to build up where we left things yesterday. So just to recap, we have our support around here, a better level of a support right at this bottom near between 1525 to 1530 possibly, and then we have a resistance which we picked up from here, price moved back, and we picked up this support, price moved back up. So that was just a recap. Now we see clearly that the price it was in a downward trend, and usually you wanted to join this downward trend as early as possible, but you don't want it to go short when the price is towards its major support on a bigger time frame, because your bigger time frame will always dictate what would happen in a smaller time frame, and we should always keep that in mind. Never ever fight the trend, and always keep in your mind like what is your trend in a bigger time frame. So having said that, let's go into a smaller time frame and see what is happening. Now we know that what is the bigger time frame. Now we see that there wasn't any much action going on in this price. The gold is just kind of going in a sideways, but the one important thing that I can see is this triangle, this pattern which is forming on an 8-hour time frame, and I can actually drill down to a smaller time frame in a bit, and I'll show you how this triangle is forming and where it can actually go if this pattern does play out completely. But let's just have a quick review. So since the price has left its resistance level, it is just trading between its support and its resistance. Hasn't touched anything, but just going kind of carry on going in a sideways action. Now possibly tomorrow with the ECB meeting, we could see a huge move in gold. It usually does happen whenever Fed or ECB or any central bank is making any big policy changes or anything like that. Gold does move on these things. So we could wait for that, but again we need to know what levels it will go, because price is a price, and price will not fall into just a random level. It will fall to some specific important level on the chart, and it will only bounce or come back from those levels. So we have to keep in mind what is the important level on the chart, so we know where the price would go, or where possibly anything happens, anything happen in the fundamentals, how it's going to react in the technical side. So we kind of keep that in mind. So again, the price is kind of moving in a sideways action, so we wanted to find out that what this pattern is gonna do if the price does play this pattern. So I'll draw this pattern, this trend line for you. This is the triangle that I am referring to. If price does break this triangle, sorry, this is just getting a bit okay, so we'll just get this one right here and this one right here, and we'll move this one back at this point. So this is the triangle that I am referring to. So let's go back in a smaller time frame just to make things a bit more clear. Here it is, and guys, we all know this is more of a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangles usually break in the direction of the trend, and if it does break, we could see that the price would come into this level of resistance with given this, or possibly with a better level of resistance going into this level. And if the triangle does break towards the downside, let's go into a bigger time frame and then see where the possibility of this one could be. The price would come into this level. So do let us know what you think of this analysis. If you do not understand anything, do leave us a comment and we'll come back to you as soon as possible. And if you do want us to do some special analysis on any security, do let us know about that. Okay, many thanks and happy trading.